Hi everyone, today I'm filming from a bit of a different location. Basically, I am currently at one of my investment properties that I'm going to be renting out, hopefully in the next kind of couple of months. But there's a lot of work that still needs doing, so I'm kind of over here. So I wanted to record some videos, but I weren't in my normal space where I normally record my videos with my whiteboard in the background, so that's not there today. But I'll put some other stuff up here so it kind of fills the gap overall. Today we're going to be talking about some of the stuff that happened in the stock market. I've kind of picked 3 big stories from last week, and I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that happened in the stock market overall. So these are kind of the 3 big stories that I'm going to pick from, and number 1 was NVIDIA. NVIDIA has had quite a rough ride overall. When we look at NVIDIA, the stock has been absolutely killed. I mean, it was up 220 and everyone was like, yeah, this stock's going to 300, and then boom, it went all the way down to 130, which was kind of crazy. A lot of big guidance cut, a really big revenue cut overall, and that kind of hit support area around 131ish, I think it was. So if you were one of the people that bought down there, then you'll have a nice profit right now because it's back up to about 151. So you guys are sitting on a nice little profit if you did buy in there. If you didn't buy in there and you're looking to get into the stock, it's still not a bad price to get in overall. You know, only a few months ago we were talking about this stock going up to about the 300 range. And it has been oversold quite a bit. When you look at the company itself, it's still posting like double-digit revenue growth overall. The P is quite nice and healthy now, especially like the forward P kind of side of it overall. Looking at from that point of view, you know, it's on a bit of a discount still. So if you do want to get in the video, potentially you still have a chance right now. I've talked about this in the video on the channel myself quite a bit, and me investing into it. I'll probably talk about in the video actually and getting into the stock a little bit in a few days time when I talk about stocks to buy into March. But yeah, not bad overall. They brought earnings out, and earnings were pretty much better than what I expected. But obviously when you're going to cut your guidance revenue, it would be a bit stupid if you went, oh, and we missed what we cut it down to. You know, you would cut it below what you're going to get. So that was just kind of clever really by the video. You know, you're not going to cut it and then miss your guidance overall. Obviously it went up quite a bit and then it pulled down slightly because a lot of analysts were going, it's not as good as what you made out in your earnings report, so it came back down slightly from that. But overall, not too bad of an earnings report overall from NVIDIA. So that saw the stock move up quite a bit, but still some a little bit of discount on that one overall. Number 2, I covered this one briefly like earlier in the week, which is EA. EA had brought out a game, a free play game, to try and battle a little bit with Fortnite that it's taken a lot of its revenues from. EA has a free game that has currently now got more active users than what Fortnite had at this time, which is the big talking point. But when you look at EA itself, you know, EA has never really released that many free games, so it's a bit of a risky strategy because you now got in like paying customers that they would get paying money for games, and now they're getting it for free. It's a bit like they're losing that revenue side of it, so they're kind of going to try counter it by making money from a lot of the add-ons that they'll have. So that's where they're trying to make the money from now. A little bit of a risky strategy overall, but they needed something to combat with Fortnite really, and that was what they kind of went with. So yeah, I think when the stock's beating down that much and some good news comes out like that, that's what should put the stock up. Overall, is it that good of a news? You know, it's not earning the money, it's not money in the kind of like that's going to help the revenue, but it's a potential kind of side of it that they could make that money to try and compete with Fortnite. And I've played the game myself actually, and it was actually alright. So I think it's just a story to watch rather than to invest on myself. And EA itself is actually still at quite a high P, which is something you've also got to be careful of if you're checking into the stock. So just check on that P if you're investing into EA. And the last one from last week was Coca-Cola. Now Coca-Cola overall, I still believe is at quite a high P. You know, when you look at the P, it's very high. I think it's still like in the 60 range. They pretty much brought out guidance, and it wasn't as good as what analysts were expecting. We said on this channel before, when that happens, you see the stock go down absolutely massive, and that's exactly what happened right there. Pepsi also reported earnings, and they were kind of like not too bad on the guidance. Definitely think Pepsi is kind of like your stock to go for in that area, or even Monster Energy. Coca-Cola is just not a stock for me, even as a dividend play. Just doesn't offer that much growth overall, really. So that was kind of the news that came out with Coca-Cola this week. So guys, those are the 3 stories that I picked. I hope there was a little bit of information on them for you to help you out if you missed them, or if you wanted just to hear some more information about them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully next time I'm coming around to record some videos, I'll be back in my old whiteboard place, but we'll see what happens. So give the video a like. Thanks for all the support recently. It's been absolutely amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.